Just like a wave of napalm-like substance flying everywhere now.
And down.
Yeah, Stavra goes down.
Whatever. I was gonna go down even if you hit.
Well, on the plus side, she's no longer in close combat with them.
Sure. On the negative side, you're going to need to roll to stabilize or bleed out.
I
That is
can.
definitely a negative.
Stabilize.
You're good.
There we go.
All right, Zangrim.
Dan's getting real good at not dying when he's dead. I love it.
All right, so Zangram will take a move action. He will move 10 feet back, drawing the Alchemist Fire, and then he will chuck it at the lower one. So,
Oh
Wouldn't it be
man.
better to throw it in the middle and then, like, see where it lands?
no, because that way you don't just get splash damage.
Direct hit does more damage.
Oh, okay.
So, let's see, what's my... Yeah, just take it. So that's 12 to hit.
You have 20 in your decks? Crazy,
Yeah.
man. Is that where you get that extra AC from, I guess?
That's a lot of it.
Did you
So,
take the penalties on this already?
What penalties?
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, I guess you will hit for 2 points of damage.
so let me roll the D6 plus 1. That was just the normal macro since I already had the
Oh, you're throwing a Alchemist
Alchemist
Fire?
Fire. Yeah.
You're outside the first range increment, right?
Yeah, so 12
It'll
to
actually
hit.
miss.
So a 10 touch hit
10 touch
doesn't
would
hit.
hit.
10 touch does hit then.
Okay. All right.
It's
I
point
just
blank
seen
shot.
11.
Point blank shot.
Okay, yeah, that'll hit. All right, you hit for 4 fire damage.
All right.
All right. Mason, and it's on fire.
Which one? The bottom one?
Yes.
Okay.
Do I take more fire damage, or
Yeah,
does
you
snow
do.
protect me?
You get splashed.
So, am I able to, like, non-lethally push him out of the way with the Spuffet? Does that work?
No, it's not explicit that that's one of its
Yeah, it
attributes.
doesn't really move people around. There are spells that let you do that, and they're usually pretty high level.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. Alright, so I'm going to continue climbing.
Yep, you do. You spend
All right.
another move action climbing. You're now at the top of a 10-foot tree,
Cool.
safely like pinned in place.
Sweet. I can also glide, so whatever at that point.
Well, you know, I'm just figuring like you'd want to
yeah.
brace yourself or something.
Yeah, oh, yeah, yep, yeah. Now, with Alchemist Fire, am I able to dip and shoot? Like, what are we doing here? Does that work?
What is it? What do you mean dip and shoot?
Like, dip an arrow in there and...
No, you have to hit it with the container. The containers are sealed, and if you open them, it explodes immediately.
Oh, okay.
That's
so
how
it's
they
like
work. Like as soon as it's
oxidizing thing.
exposed to air.
Alright, well, I'm just going to toss one of my 2 Alchemist Fires at
Okay.
the other guy.
Yeah, sure.
So what is that, a 1d20 plus
It's
4?
a ranged attack, so D20 plus BAB plus Dex.
Okay, so it is just plus 4 then. 10.
Yeah, you're gonna hit. Stavra, you take another point of damage.
Poor Stavra.
As the exploding wave hits Stavra, can you roll a D6 plus 4? I think you rolled...
Unfortunately, I don't have fire resistance.
7 is
So-
gonna be 10.
Chuck
Now
the
that
gnome
they
barbarian across the battlefield.
Now that they are on fire, I guess the plan is just to run until they burn out.
So they're both like, we're burning! We're burning! And who hit them? So Mason is up here in a tree. They can't do anything about that.
Zangram also
I think
hit
they're
him.
going to charge Lady Aracantia Malesny with their burning limbs.
Of course,
that's cool.
of course they are.
Did she not get a turn last turn to do something?
Oh, she spends her turn telling you guys what to do. I just don't, you know.
Yeah,
we-
does that change when she sees me go down like a ragdoll?
No. So she's like got her back turned and she's like, Mason, hit him with the splash attack. Eviega, do this, do. She's like,
Like, does she say it
you
the
know?
moment after we do it, so it sounds like she tells us to do it?
Yeah, exactly.
Is that what happened? Okay, great. Perfect.
Okay. And she makes a reflex save and fails. So she's covered in the resin, and she's like, "No, Zangram, save me, my dress!" Eviega.
Let's try shooting the one on top.
Okay.
Nope.
Nice.
No.
Let's back up some more.
Davra, you're bleeding out again.
Yerp. Did they take fire damage on their turn, or is it on?
Fire damage on Zangram and Mason's turn, I think.
Got it. I do not stabilize.
Excellent.
Oh.
Zangram, roll a d6.
Why am I rolling it? Oh, for the
Fire
damage.
damage.
Fire damage.
Yep.
Okay,
5.
So 5 becomes a 7. This one, like, catches fire. The bottom one, like, burns into a crisp instantly as its resin catches fire. And it's like, and it's like, "Aye!" And you hear, like, lots of popping and squealing noises in Eviega. You can hear it being like, "Curse you!"
Well, he reloads his musket. He yells at Lady Melasny, "You should move away now." And he'll take and he'll just move back because he's going to have so many penalties if he tries to shoot her right now.
Or you can ready an action for her to like go prone or something.
So the resin isn't off Dan. Dan still has resin. The trees are just generating sap. By the way. So you're just moving back, Zangram?
Yep. And I'm
The resin isn't
taunting her
doing-
as I yell back, saying, "Enjoy frying." Or
Would you
something like that.
kindly get away from my friends?
Mason, can you roll a d6? You guys realize Alchemist Fire only sets it on fire for 1 round, right?
Normally, yeah.
It's just a d6, Mason, not +4.
Doesn't matter. Still
You rolled a
6.
6, so it deals 9 points of damage, and that one too catches fire and bursts into flames and dies.
All right. First thing I do is
It's also equally dramatic, and it's kind of gothic. It's like, "I burn!" And it looks like a person on fire with like its green evergreen hair, and it's
Yeah.
just like pointing at Evieg, and it's like, "You killed us! You killed us!" It's like spitting sap, flaming sap all over the ground.
nice. So if you want, I can go down and just stabilize Stava.
Sure, make a fly check to glide down.
Well, stabilize is a
And then you
range.
stick a 10.
Is it ranged?
Is stabilize ranged?
I'm looking at it right
It is.
now. It
It's close.
says,
Close range.
Oh, nice.
Oh, the spell you mean?
Yeah, spell.
Yes.
Does resin wash off with fire? That's a good question. Yep, it does. Yeah, so you're not resined, Dan.
Neat.
And
I
you're
guess.
stabilized as well.
Neat. Still gonna be out of commission.
Lady Arcantia comes up to you. She's got like resin in her hair, and she's like, Stavra, please, I need someone competent alive here."
Zangrim coughs heavily as she says that.
She's like,
I
"Oh,
like-
Zangram, do you have any alcohol to wash this off my dress?"
I like upend the fucking bottle of alcohol on top of like kneecap, and I'm just like, yeah, that'll get it out of your hair. Now go roll around in the snow and have a good wash.
Actually,
up or
she's
something.
like, "Smells pretty good, actually. Thank
yeah,
you."
it's like Applejack or something like that.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, well, you know,
I think that'd be kind of
it's been a while since I've had shampoo, so."
Well, that'll get rid of the resin in your hair. Otherwise, we'd have to cut it off, and you'd be bald in the snow, and no one wants to see that. I mean, we'd have to deal with the glint of your skull. Ugh. Yeah, so can I guess we're going to set up camp here and maybe try and heal Stava.
Yeah. I don't think we
Yeah.
can drag her body around, so.
We've got
I
you got,
think we
like-
should take a break to heal.
Unless you got like a toboggan or something.
I think
Yes.
we've already learned our lesson about going forward while we have
Injured
expended
people.
resources.
Mm.
While the only melee member of the party is down.
I'm also melee. I just refuse to get hit anymore. Yeah, so I guess we go off the beaten trail a little bit and set up a camp somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
We've got plenty of firewood already.
No, it all burned up, I thought, didn't it?
Maybe they got cousins, I don't know.
There's plenty of trees around here if you wanted to chop them down with an axe.
Oh, I think we already have some firewood here.
Find some dead wood already. Yep.
Actually, I don't even think we need a fire, to be honest with you. I mean, we've got rations, we've got I got the fox. I mean, Mason would eat it raw, so...
I don't know that Tengus are still regular humans, so
Crows
know that
eat
you-
meat all the time without cooking
you're
it.
not. You're literally not a crow, though. You're half human.
You're a humanoid, Crow.
Yeah. I don't know that
Fine.
your body could process raw meat and not die.
Yeah, I guess it does have parasites in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair enough. Well, we set up a camp, and now that Stava is stabilized, I'm gonna do I don't think it's necessary because I'm just gonna wake up and do a cure light wounds on her, I guess, in the morn. But I can do a heal check if necessary.
Okay.
Okay, you want you want me to do it, or as
Yeah.
in okay? Okay.
So if the heal checks,
You
So I-
rolled a 1, so nothing happens.
I heal 1.
Why do you
Who
heal
was the
one?
one who
You
had a
heal
heal
your
spell
level and hit points
memorized?
overnight.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we
What
all
was that?
healed.
I thought someone actually had a heal spell they could use.
Yeah, me. I can only use it 2 times a day, though.
So I guess we just need to sleep.
So I think we sleep in here for 2 days. What do you think?
Nah, well, 1 day should be enough.
But then we won't have anything on the travel.
Okay.
We won't
fair
have
enough.
any heal spells. All right, 2 days.
Right,
Got a
let
lot
me
of
just
fox
do-
to go around.
Let me do a series of heal checks then for 2 days. Arthur, is that all right with you?
You're gonna spend 2 days healing?
Yeah. Well, with the cure light wounds, so it's literally just like resting for 8 hours to get the spell back or whatever. I don't know. I don't know how these things.
All right. You spend 2 days healing. The whole time, Lady Argentia Melesny is literally a terror. Constantly hounding you to get up and keep
All right.
moving.
So plus
We
4.
can't get up. We have a wounded companion.
I'm
The
up.
person in the front can't
All right.
take any more hits.
This
Well,
one.
yeah,
this
she's
one's-
like, don't worry, she's fine, she's tough, she's a Taldan.
Stava. That's for you.
And-
Damn. You get 8.
Okay.
Well, we're-
And if we're resting another day, that'll bring me up to 10, and I'll be fine.
So, can one party member make a diplomacy check during this period?
I'll do it. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah, Lady Argentia Melesny has dropped from being helpful to just being friendly.
Can
She's
I?
become irritated by the fact. So
Can I
she's
try this
constantly
diplomacy?
like, you guys are gold bricking. The fate of Taldor relies on us completing this mission. We're
Us- yeah,
I
literally
don't do much
sleeping in
better.
a forest for days on end.
Us
Yeah,
being
let-
dead
let-
that's the problem.
Let Inquisitor Mason have a go at this.
Only one person got to make it, and the roll happened.
All right, then. Fair enough. I just wanted to try my -1 diplomacy.
Why would
I
you?
just-
Yeah.
I just rolled shitty. It's okay. Happens.
Yeah.
All right,
Um,
Mason. If you do overnight healing checks on the second day, then we'll just be good to go.
Yeah, well, I won't have any cure spells for the day, but sure.
What?
I
are you
can only
talking
do it 2 times a day, man.
Yeah, I thought you just did.
Yeah, I had to heal myself and you. And
Oh.
then we have to wait another day for the cure spells to come back.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, yeah. So that happens.
While we're waiting, is there any wood around I could probably make some more arrows with? Do the craft skill, you think, Arthur, or no?
Do you have craft arrow?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Well, craft.
See, this guy comes prepared to actually play the game. Not like me.
Make a craft arrows check, and we'll see.
Once I have the power to heal myself, this will go a lot faster.
Well, you
Yeah, no.
can't heal yourself when you're unconscious.
But we have 2 people that can, well, 3 people that can heal.
Really?
As
And then, by all means, gentlemen, heal us.
soon as we get to 2nd level, only
Oh.
this magic level.
That sounds awfully meta, and I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
In the future, I'll be able to do so much cool stuff. You won't be able to keep up with me.
You spend a few hours trying to make arrows, and you just have trouble getting materials for arrowheads. So you just have some poorly bent sticks.
No problem. Next time.
Craft arrow is 12, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
You could use the fox bone. Maybe you should keep that with you.
Now, I'll enjoy reading my prayer book as I go to, so on the days.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You come back to the camp after looking for all of your craft materials,
Yep.
and you come back and there's just like piles of stones everywhere, just like little tiny piles of stones everywhere.
I figured I got a bunch of, like, really cheap rocks that, like, just crumble in my hands or something. Right?
No, Mason is piling up stones for no
Oh,
reason.
you're piling up stones. Bird thing.
Yeah, it's a bad thing, yeah.
You make a little nest, you can get all comfy and...
Yep.
Gonna go twirl in the forest for a little bit. Crazy
Okay.
cultist, remember?
Do we, does anything invade our privacy while we camp?
I think that elk, the magical talking elk, shows up.
Ooh.
So it sounds like the only person who's actually remaining in camp is Zangrim and Lady Argentia Melasny.
I'm in camp. I'm
Camp.
just
You were making rock piles.
Yeah.
I'm in camp. What are you talking about?
So I think that while everyone else is distracted,
Oh, okay.
Zangrim, what are you doing in camp?
Make
So
bullets.
I can't craft bullets according to your ruling without like a workbench or
Yeah,
something.
you need the gunsmithing kit and like some laboratory to work in.
The dirt.
No.
The dirt is my laboratory.
Do you even have the base materials you need to build it?
I have to buy additional materials. I already used the ones I had to make all the bullets I have.
I don't see you just making bullets.
I'm
out of
not
nothing in
doing
the
any
wilderness.
crafting that way. He's just gonna. I don't know. There's not much useful things he can do. He'll probably spend the time messing with the rock piles by just picking them up and chucking them at makeshift targets.
So you're literally upending all of Mason's work?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like Mason does something, and then as soon as he finishes and goes on to something else, Zanger's just like, ooh, useful rocks to chuck.
they just don't like you, Mason. He's doing all this hard work. Let me get rid of this. Pitch it away.
It's more of an OCD thing to pile up rocks, so as far as Mason's concerned, he's already
Okay.
done his job. Yeah.
Okay. So while you're doing that, Zangrim, Lady Argentia is following you around everywhere and is like directing you how to throw the rocks correctly to improve your technique. And the elk comes out of the forest and is like, "Hello there. It is me, Fafwind."
So you murdered a man in the middle of the
No,
road,
he's
right?
not near you, Mason. He's just
damn it.
showing up for Lady Argentia and Zangrim.
Ooh, he knows about me.
What do you
Wherever
do?
I am, my prayers have been answered. I don't know. No, they haven't. They've been answered in the most roundabout.
So Zangram
Stupid way.
will sort of reach behind his back and move his musket toward into his hand, and
The elk kind of like walks in a circle and is like, "Friend, I don't think you'll need that. Why are you pointing a gun at me?
why are you here again?
I am here to guide you safely through the..."
How come you just showed up now?
The rest of
We
your
received
friends wanted to kill
information.
me. I thought you seemed like a reasonable individual.
We received
Wait,
information
we did?
that never shown up before in this forest from someone who lived here a very long time.
Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Have you always lived in this forest?
Of course.
I would advise you to leave.
The elk kind of twitches in the air and is like, I would advise you to come with me.
That's not happening.
Very well. I can see that you are as ignorant as your friends. I wish you well in your travels. And the elk just kind of like walks into the forest. There's like a gust of snow, and when the snow clears, the elk is gone.
Like a fart in the wind.
Isn't Starva there too, or no?
No, it's just Lady Argentia, and
I mean, I'm off like maybe 50 feet outside of camp.
sure, maybe you
Dancing.
come running back when you hear talking.
I heard a
Oh.
stupid elk. Did my ears?
I'm gonna detect evil.
You're detecting evil?
Yeah,
Where?
just
I mean, the
at the
thing's
elk.
gone now.
Well, the elk is gone.
Oh, it's gone.
Yes.
I didn't show
You
up in
arrive
time.
in time for the elk to disappear.
Yeah.
I mean, that conversation was seriously less than 30 seconds.
Yeah. Alright.
I'm
You
fairly
still-
certain you detected evil last time and got a no answer.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Did I?
evil enough. I'm pretty sure he did it on an older character.
Yes. You keep
Pretty sure
detecting
he did.
evil and you're not getting any hits.
Well, I was the cleric the last 2 times.
Oh, so it might have been
Someone did.
Michael's
Eviega.
paladin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still don't trust it, though.
Plus, you guys did have that sense motive with Mason in the party. That he nailed. Boom.
Well, I remember the elk was being secretive about what information it knew when we first met.
Yeah,
And
it
we
wanted
knew-
us to go
Mason
into the hut to get rid of his evil. Like he wanted us to purge all the things in the hut, and we were like, "You should be honest with us." And he's like, "I'm an elk." So we told him to
I'm pretty
leave.
sure that's not what he sounds like. As the voice of the character, I am
I'm an
100% certain that is not what he sounds like.
There's a gist of it, right?
Yeah, the gist of it. Yeah. Blah blah blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
I know.
All right. Well,
That elk again.
etc., etc., etc.
Alright, so I think we're gonna zoom to the ending of the campsite here, and we're gonna have a quick, like, to be continued for the second half of the episode.
Hmm?
But before that happens, like, the credits start rolling for this part 1 of 2, and then, like, Samuel L. Jackson shows up, and he's like, wait! And now time for the preview of the spin-off show! And then it's like, Little Bandit Dan and Tenpenny Tacy. We see them in, like, the local town that you guys came from, and they just, like,
Aldrin?
sneak into people's homes, and Evil Bandit Dan is just, like, beating some old man up. And we see it's actually the village counselor whose life is drained every time he heals people. So, Evil Bandit Dan's just, like, beating him. The guy's trying to heal himself and also hurt himself at the same time.
Here's what I
Tenpenny
imagine.
Tacy's just, like, going through this giant billfold. He's like, yeah. Sorry, to her. She's just like, yeah, look at all these nice deeds here. Listen up, old man. I'm gonna need you to sign all these over to us. And he's like, no, please, stop hurting me. I'll do anything you say.
If only you didn't come to my house on deed signing day.
Yeah.
Sign the deeds and we'll go.
That's how it goes down.
Horrible.
But thematically, they try to play it off as a comedy. Like he's just like punching him in the face, and he's like, "Well,
Laugh track in the background every time he punches in. They just get more and more ridiculous every time. It's like, you know, that one woman in the laugh track is just like, ah! She's like going crazy every time he punches.
exactly." Yep. It's a bit like watching Friends, actually.
Yeah.
Friends.
Did you
Yeah.
see that picture I posted, Arthur? That's
I
what I
did not.
imagine the intro is like.
All right, I will take a look at that during the break. So, speaking of the break, we are about to go on one right now. Thank you for joining us tonight. Chat has been hopping, even though we appear